Jake, you can't hide the truth. This cabin is ours now.
This is my land, Linda. You're done here this time. Stand back, both of you.
You ever have one of those moments where you're just minding your own business, cozy in your own world, and someone comes along trying to rip it all away? That's what happened to me last winter, up on my little slice of heaven on Cedar Crest Ridge, when an HOA tyrant named Linda Marlowe decided my cabin was hers for the taking, blizzard or no blizzard. By the time it was over, she'd called the cops, spun a web of lies, and learned the hard way that some folks don't back down when you push too far. My name's Jake Harper, and this is the story of how I stood my ground. Picture this. It's late, the kind of late where the world feels like it's holding its breath. The wind's screaming down from the peaks, rattling the pines outside my log cabin. A blizzard's rolling in, the kind that buries roads and makes you glad you've got a fire going. My mutt, Boomer, a big OL shepherd mix with a heart bigger than his bark, is sprawled out by the wood stove, paws twitching like he's chasing rabbits in his dreams. The cabin's warm, the kind of warm that wraps around you like a hug-me granddad's old place, built with his own hands, a refuge from the chaos of the world below. I'm up here on Cedar Crest, high above the cookie-cutter houses and manicured lawns of Pine Valley Estates, a fancy little HOA community I made damn sure to stay out of when I bought this place. The deed's clear, the county map's clear, my property line's a good 150 yards from their jurisdiction. But some people, they don't care about lines or laws. They see what they want and figure they're entitled to it. It's just past midnight when the pounding starts. Not a knock, mind you, but a full-on assault on my front door, like someone's trying to break it down. Boomer's up in a flash, a low growl rumbling in his chest, ears perked, ready for action. I put a hand on his scruffeasy. Boy, and check the clock, 12:09 a.m. Nobody comes up here in a storm like this unless something's seriously wrong. I flip on the porch light, peek through the peephole, and there she is, Linda Marlowe, Pine Valley's HOA queen, standing on my porch like she owns it. Her face is all pinched up, lips tight, eyes like she's already mad at me for existing. I crack the door, keeping the chain on, and a blast of icy air hits me, smelling of snow and pine. Boomer sticks his nose in the gap, growling louder now. Harper. She snaps. No hello. No nothing. Her voice sharp enough to cut glass. Open your house. It's my weekend up here. I've got guests, their rental fell through, and this cabin's available for community use. I just stare at her, my brain trying to process what I'm hearing. Is this woman for real? Linda, I say, keeping my tone flat. I think the wind's messing with your head. What the hell are you talking about? She huffs, her breath a white cloud in the cold. Don't play dumb, Jake. There's a state of emergency. Roads are closing. My guests are stranded, and you're sitting on the only shelter for miles. Open the door. I glance past her, and sure enough, there's a big SUV idling at the end of my driveway, headlights cutting through the snow flurries. Sounds like their problem, I say, slow and deliberate. Boomer backs me up with a sharp bark. This cabin's mine, Linda. I'm not in your HOA. My land's not your playground. Her eyes narrow, and she steps closer, close enough I can see the veins in her neck. This is about community, Jake. Decency. They've got a kid with them. You gonna let a child freeze because you're too selfish to share? That hits me, I'll admit. A kid? I squint at the SUV, but it's too dark to see anything. Doesn't matter, though. This cabin, these walls, they're more than just wood. My granddad built this place to be a fortress of peace, a place where you stand your ground. He taught me never to let a bully push you off what's yours, and Linda's nothing if not a bully with a clipboard. No, I say, my voice low, firm. They can go to the county shelter at the community center. They're not staying here. This is my home, not your Airbnb. Boomer barks again, showing a little teeth now, and Linda's face twists like she just bit into a lemon. You're a heartless loner, Jake Harper, she hisses. And that dog's a danger. You'll regret this. When this storm's over, you'll see what community really means. She spins on her heel, stomping back to her SUV, boots crunching in the snow. I watch her tail lights vanish down the drive, lock the door, and slide the deadbolt home. Boomer whines, looking up at me. Yeah, buddy, I say, scratching his ears. She's trouble. I'm thinking that's the end of it, but deep down, I know better. People like Linda don't walk away, they double down. Sure enough, I step out to check the porch, and there's someone out there in the dark, a hooded figure filming my cabin with their phone, standing right where my drive meets the county road. The floodlight catches them, and they slip on the ice, yelling, "This is a community shelter now." I shout back, "Private property, pal. Film from the road if you want a court date." They're holding a sign, big block letters, "Emergency Shelter, Pine Valley Estates," and they're trying to zip tie it to my mailbox post. "Don't," I say, my voice low, the kind that makes people listen. Boomer's growl seals the deal. The figure freezes, mutters an apology, and scrambles back to the SUV, the sign disappearing under their coat. I find another one taped to the post, sneaky-like, and rip it off, tossing it into the fire. The paper curls, the flames eat it, and I know this is war. By morning, the blizzard's in full swing, a whiteout that turns the world outside my window into a gray swirl. I'm up early, coffee brewing, the smell mixing with the piney scent of the fire. Boomer's pacing, restless, like he knows something's coming. I check my email, and there it is, a message from Linda, sent at 3 a.m. To the entire Pine Valley HOA list, subject line screaming, "Safety alert. Uncooperative resident on Cedar Crest." It's a hit piece, painting me as some unhinged hermit hoarding a dangerous dog and refusing to help stranded neighbors in a crisis. It's clever, I'll give her that, all wrapped up in fake concern, but it's pure venom. I'm still steaming when I hear the rumble low at first, then louder, a grinding noise that doesn't belong up here. I look out, and through the snow, I see them. 3 SUVs crawling up my unplowed drive, led by Linda's fancy black one. Her compliance committee, a bunch of her loyal lapdogs, all decked out in expensive winter gear like they're auditioning for a Patagonia ad. I pull on my boots and my green jacket, step onto the porch with Boomer at my side, his growl a low warning. "Morning, Linda." I call, keeping it light, sarcastic. "Nice day for a hike, huh?" She doesn't bite, just holds up her clipboard like it's a badge of honor. "Jake, this is an official HOA inspection," she announces, loud enough for her crew to hear over the wind. "We've had complaints about safety violations on this property. We need to check for treasure hunt compliance." I lean against the porch rail, arms crossed. "Linda, you're like a bad song stuck on repeat. I'm not in your HOA. This is my land." I pull out a folded county map from my pocket, my parcel circled in blue, their boundary a clear distance away. "This says you've got no power here." "0. She steps onto the porch stairs, undeterred, waving a notice. "This is about life safety, Jake. You're in violation." One of her guys, a big dude named Carl from the local hardware store, chimes in, "Just let us look around, man. 5 minutes." He puts a boot on the step, and I snap. "That's trespassing, Carl. You won't like what happens next." A gust of wind rips the clipboard from Linda's hands, papers flying like leaves, and Carl slips, grabbing for the rail. I catch his arm, pull him up, and say, "You're welcome. Now get off my porch." Linda's fuming, shouting about launching a drone to check my roof. Anything flies over my land. It's coming down in pieces. I shoot back. They freeze, staring at me and Boomer, who's showing teeth now. Finally, Linda mutters, "This isn't over," and they trudge back to their SUVs, tail lights fading into the storm. I'm not sitting idle. I drag out my old Fire Crew gear motion cameras, weatherproof, night vision. I set them up in the biting wind, one by the front door, one at the back, one down the drive, all feeding to my tablet. I scan my deed, tax records, the map digital proof in a folder labeled Truth. Then I rig up Granddad's old trick, a fishing line tripwire with Boomer's bell collar, stretched across the back path. Anyone sneaks up, those bells jingle, and I'll know. Boomer watches me work, head tilted, like he's in on the plan. He takes up post by the front door, a furry guard ready for battle. Around 4 a.m., the bells sing. Boomer's ears perk, a growl rumbling low. I grab the tablet, heart pounding, and the back camera shows 2 figures in dark hood zones trying to pry open my kitchen window with a metal bar. My blood boils, but I stay calm, hit record, and dial 911, whispering, breaking and entering, 22 Cedar Crest. 2 guys, dark clothes, at my back window, caught on camera. The dispatcher's calm, but the storm's too wild for a quick response. The lookout guy hears something, grabs his buddy, and they bolt into the woods. The camera catches a face Linda's nephew, Tim, the kid who mows her lawn. I save the file, label it burglary attempt for 12 a.m. I've got them now. The storm's a beast, locking me in with Boomer and the evidence. Around noon, the phone rings Sheriff's Department. Sergeant Ruiz, sounding exhausted, says, "Jake, Linda Marlowe's at it again. Claims you're having a breakdown, your chimney's out, and you've got a kid in there at risk." I glance at the roaring fire. "She's lying, Ruiz. No kid, just me and Boomer. She's pissed because her nephew tried to break in this morning." He sighs. "I know, but she's pushing hard child endangerment, emergency welfare check. She's got a plow truck clearing the way for us. They're coming." My stomach twists. She's weaponizing the storm, the law, a fake kid. It's diabolical. I'm done reacting. I set up my laptop, launch a live stream titled Illegal HOA Harassment, False Police Report. I DM the link to my neighbor, Sarah, who's in a local watch group, saying, "Spread this. Linda's coming with cops on a fake kid story." On stream, I show the county map, my property circled, Pine Valley's boundary far off. "My name's Jake Harper. I'm not in the HOA, but Linda Marlowe's been harassing me for 12 hours. I play the break-in footage, freeze on Tim's face. This is her nephew, caught trying to break in at 4 a.m. Now she's lying about a kid in danger to force her way in. Headlights pierce the White plow truck, a sheriff's SUV, Linda's car. The plow crosses my property line, and my motion siren screams, stopping them cold. Linda storms out, yelling, "He's unstable. He's got a kid in there." Her nephew, Tim, makes a run for my door, pulling a bump key. Deputy Ellis, a young guy with sharp eyes, yells, "Police, hands off." He cuffs Tim against the cabin wall, the click of steel cutting through the wind. Linda's screaming, "That's my nephew. He's helping." But the live stream's rolling, hundreds watching. Ruiz picks up Tim's phone, and the screen lights UPA group chat, Marlowe Mountain Rentals, with Linda as admin. Messages spill out. "Is the Crest House open? $600 a night. Keys by the wood pile, owner's gone. Stick to the kid story." It's a racket. Linda's renting out private cabins during the storm, using fake emergencies to bully owners. My place, occupied, was her problem. Ruiz shows me the phone, his face hard. Conspiracy, fraud, false reports. Ellis cuffs Linda, who's wailing. It's a misunderstanding. But the stream's got it all. Her empire's done. The cops haul them away, red and blue lights fading into the snow. The live stream goes viral, the county buzzing. Linda's charged with burglary, conspiracy, fraud, false reports. The HOA implodes, board resigns, bylaws gutted, lawsuits filed by me and 2 others she targeted. The community apologizes, but I just nod. I've got my piece back. A week later, the snow's fresh, the ridge quiet. Chili's on the stove, Boomer's snoring, the Broncos game crackling on the radio. Theory down, but fighting. The cabin's warm, safe, a fortress again. I didn't fight with fists or guns, just truth, cameras, and a good dog. Linda thought she could take what's mine, but she didn't know who she was messing with. So what do you think? Was I right to dig in, or should I have played nice? Ever dealt with someone like Linda, twisting the rules to get their way? Drop a comment. Share your story. I am reading everyone. This mountain's quiet now, but I'm ready for the next storm. Are you?